hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my superhydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
RJ Choppy here for Boomer Jacks, your official game day headquarters and the place for that Monday deal. Right now, today, brand new. All you can eat boneless wings today for just $19.99 when you dine in. And of course, the best happy hour in town, the best TV setup in town. But that happy hour today, $3 all day. Everyday domestic draft beers, $4 well drinks, $6 Tito's, all day, every day of the week at Boomer Jacks. There's a ton of locations in DFW. They've all got the best TVs in town and the best mouthware and scratch kitchen you're going to find. Boomer Jacks, your official game day headquarters. Find yours online, boomerjacks.com.
Get organics on sale at Whole Foods Market. Save on organic Honeycrisp apples through September 17th. This is special dessert to get in the fall spirit.
Take that home.
While supplies last, shop in-store or
Morning.
online. Terms apply.
It's a Cowboys Monday, brought to you by Twin Peaks and K-Post Roofing and Waterproofing on 105.3 The Fan.
Hi, I'm Miko, the founder of Miko's Hot Chicken. When we started our family restaurant, we were also raising a family. So let me tell you, it wasn't easy. Our Chase Ink card was there to reward us on all of our business needs. Now we have a thriving location, and we're hungry for more.
Chase Ink Business Unlimited card. You can earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for business, and more with yours. Real business owners participating are issued by checking on the Chase Bank and an FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Welcome back to Career Talk. Today, we're exploring exciting job opportunities.
Hey Mike, did you know Love Field is hiring?
Really? What kind of jobs do they do?
Electricians, plumbers, HVAC specialists, and industrial mechanics.
That's right. Dallas Love Field needs skilled tradespeople to keep the airport running smoothly.
Imagine keeping one of the busiest airports in Texas in top shape.
Bet no 2 days are the same.
If you've got the skills, apply today at dallas-lovefield.com/careers.
One buzzword thrown around in today's auto finance world is affordability. Auto companies are currently grappling with this issue for their customers. At D&M Leasing, they want you to know they have been attacking affordability for their customers for over 48 years. With interest rates dropping and rebates being introduced back to the market, why wouldn't you call the nation's leader in leasing? Join 50,000 other happy clients that make D&M Leasing home. And make a call, it'll save you time and money. Call 817 or 972-35-LEASE or visit dmautoleasing.com.
Are you ready for some football? Well, you are now, thanks to Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the NFL, Ticketmaster's got the best way to take it to the house when it comes to being there live. They're the safest and most convenient marketplace to score 100% verified resale tickets for every Cowboys game. And even if your plans get broken up or worse, turned over, Ticketmaster gives you more flexibility to sell your seats. Score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Cowboys.
From Texas, bro. What's going on? From Texas, you're Ronnie Coleman. Not quite, man. Not quite. I won't do anything for the price of fame, bro. I'd rather be walking at the age I am now than just leaning over. Nah, I'm good. I'm from Texas, by the way. It's Ronnie Coleman. I actually used to call me Lee Haney. Go look up Lee Haney. I've been called Lee Haney, Mike Tyson, Lee Haney, Mike Tyson. Never heard Ronnie Coleman before. That's different. Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, the baseball player guy too. Yeah, he played for the Cubs. Sammy Sosa. It was all like Sammy Sosa. Thought that was funny. Corella. I don't know Corella. Somebody cool. I love lifting weights. I love lifting weights and working out. Just being healthy. I'm not going to be putting 600 pounds on my back anymore. Pakistan.
Everything was Good Morning Metroplex and Sean, RJ, and Bobby on your home Cowboys.
Assalamu alaikum.
Evening Cowboys Insider from DallasCowboys.com. Brought to you by the Wings Over Casino. Probably the official casino of the Dallas Cowboys. Please game responsibly. The column is up on the website. Saints ran every stop sign.
Shit, ran every stop sign. Saints ran every stop sign.
About what was happening.
Look at my slime.
The second one, the deep ball.
Peace be unto you, brother.
Right down the middle of the safety. That one. Not the first one. Everybody seems to have a successful first drive. Even the Browns did that, and they scored. But the second one, just going deep like that, I thought that was like, all right, you could have a problem here.
Nick, what happened to Mike Zimmer's defense?
He got shredded.
I couldn't tackle. I mean, that was the number one thing. They just absolutely couldn't tackle. And then there was so much talk about getting this.
What I do for a living?
And the beef inside.
I'm a realtor.
It was like, all right, we'll just run on the edge every time.
I'm applying for school here.
Right on the edge. And
I got to take a test in November.
They were going right at the corners. The linebackers, every linebacker I saw at some point just getting thrown around. I mean, the thing that was odd to me was this looked like the first game of the season when you don't practice. You don't play a lot in preseason. You're not that physical. But this team was very physical in the Cleveland game. They were the ones kind of bringing the wood. I had a lot of big hits. Secondary was hitting. But in this game, they were the ones kind of getting manhandled around, and that was surprising for a Week 2 game.
Well, why did Overshawn only get 18 snaps?
I don't know that. I'm not sure. I don't. Zimmer obviously doesn't talk after.
Hey, you should come over visit. What part? New York, Texas, DC? What part you want to visit?
That would just be speculating to think that that maybe he's not. Maybe this is a situation where they are still kind of limiting him. I wouldn't think so, but that could be it, or he's just not the guy that they feel like needs to be in every down in the scheme. I can't give you that answer. I don't know that.
Nick, one of the things we've been, spending the 3 hours this morning so far doing is kicking around the idea of like, how are we power ranking the blame here? Where do we look at and say this was the biggest problem, or this position group was the biggest problem? How would you rank like the top 2 or 3 biggest issues or areas of concern coming out of this game?
Well, they can run the football at all right now, and that's where I always kind of think that that's where it begins to me, and I think it's 1A, 1B depending on your style of football that you like to watch. It's offense or defense, but there's defensive guys.
Like cricket?
Say, well,
I watch all sports. Do I know how to play it? No, I don't understand it. I just got into soccer, football. Yeah, cricket's interesting. I love to learn how to play it. But I don't know how physical it is, but I don't mind the running.
For teams that are beating the Cowboys last year in playoffs, and then even throughout the season, and then this game. I mean, when you're running the ball right at will, the Cowboys can't do anything about it. And then they're not on the other side. They're not running the ball well. Okay, they moved it, but when you get inside the 20, that's they couldn't score. Dak's back there trying to throw. He's getting sacked, fumble. He misses deep in the flat. But a lot of it is the first and 10 of the 15-yard line. You need to be able to run the football. And we weren't sure after Cleveland what they had, with the running game. But it looks a little bit more clear now because they just couldn't run it. And they were throwing. It seemed like they were forcing things out there, trying to force Deuce and Rico, and that just wasn't working either.
Was this worse than the Packer game, the same, or better?
Well, it's better because there's a game, Sunday. So I think that's the better part. But
the performance.
But I know Dak said that it would be a waste of time to compare the
Gloria?
two, and I get that point. When you're on a new
What you mean, no way?
It's different.
Gloria
you got new
Jones.
contract too. I mean, everything's
Where you at,
different,
Gloria?
now,
What
but
country you
I
in?
do think that it was similar in the way that your expectations for the game, you just weren't expecting that team to come in here and you know, you didn't think Aaron Jones was going to look like Barry Sanders. You didn't think Alvin Kamara was going to look like Barry Sanders. And you definitely didn't think Derek Carr was going to look like, and then name any quarterback.
Coming to the States.
You know, 158.3.
I'm not a hermit. I'm out every day. I'm at the gym. I'm at the library. I'm different places.
Sorry, Choppy.
Yeah, I mean, there were little, you know, days, I guess you would think. I mean, I think there was a lot of surprise. There was no finger pointing that I heard, but you know, just surprised with that game, but still kind of the vibe was a week 2 vibe, like, you know, and Jerry kind of had the same thing as well. It's not a panic button type thing because it's very, very early in the season and pick up the pieces and see what they do this week. But, you know, I mean, if you think that they're
gotta work at it.
And see what they do this week. But
I'm not good in other languages either, but that's something I work at.
You know, will be stronger because of, you know, they lost this game. I can't imagine what Baltimore's is going to be being able to. So it's going to be a desperate type of game, I would think, for both sides.
Nick, how would you grade Dak overall in this game? That's one of the other things we've been talking about today. Is like, how much is Dak graded or responsible for some of the struggles yesterday? What would you give him?
Yeah, you know, I would think you would be in the, you know, in the C minus to D plus range, really. And the reason why it would be there is because, I mean, you're asking him, you are not a balanced team. Like, they're not balanced. They can't run it efficiently. So you're asking them to do everything, throw the ball, do all of that stuff in the red zone. And again, and if you're listening and you're like, oh, $60 million, I mean, like, that's out the window at this point. I think we got to stop with that. Yes, that's what they're paying for, but you're still paying for, I mean, Mahomes needs Pacheco to run the ball too. I mean, like, you need a balanced attack. You have to have that. So, but then again, he's got to hit CD, or, you know, over the middle. And whose fault that is, I'm not sure. You know, but I know it's his fault for not getting that ball to Zeke there. And he had, you know, in the flat, he had pressure, but still, you've got to be able to, Zeke's wide open. It was a perfectly schemed play. Probably a touchdown or at least close to a first down there, but, you know, he had some bad misses.
You know, to give Dak, though, a C minus D plus, that just, I don't know, it just seems like.
Where do you got him, man?
Well, not a C minus D plus. I mean, like they did score. They did score a ton of drives. They just settled for field goals, right? They were on pace for.
I was thinking
32
I was thinking C minus at best. You would go better. I mean, there is a second half to the game.
There is. Yeah, I mean, I would do C plus. I don't know. C minus just seems like C minus to me in today's world. It's like a fail.
Well,
still a doctor.
Definitely not. Hey, trust me when I tell you that C minus is not a fail. Okay,
Arkansas.
Yeah. I mean, believe me, even in college, I mean, you get worse than that. No, I just think that, and you're right. I mean, when you can't ever stop them, and Dak said it. I mean, when your defense is not stopping them, then you have all the pressure is on him to go and do things, because it's not going to be the running game, you know, and it's going to be Dak. But, you know, I do think that they you know, missed some opportunities to score down there, and you know, it has to go on him as well. So, all right, we can stay in the C range, C minus, but I mean, you know, I just it wasn't good enough. I mean, that's the thing. Everyone loves grades except for the players. Except for the players and coaches. I've never seen you get more reaction out of coaches and players when you do things like when you put an actual letter grade on something, like in a magazine or whatever. I mean, Jason Witten only called me one time in his entire career. It's because of a grade that was put in a magazine that I didn't even do.
What?
It was funny. Oh yeah, it was like an end of the year grade or whatever, and he didn't like the fact that that we had a grade that was like a C plus, and Martellus had like a B minus.
So how did that phone call start?
I I don't remember. It wasn't as pleasant as I thought. It was like, oh, Jason will be calling Disney guys, and then yeah, that's a great, so. Coaches too. Coaches, they, no one likes that because it's one of those things that we all relate to. Every one of us can relate to that. We know that what an A, B, C, D, and an F, and an I mean, and maybe this is more of an I for this whole team on,